Welcome back. Today's Parenting SOS. Spring sports are starting all over the area right now.
Yeah.
All kinds of activities. One thing to consider before signing your child up for the same sport again this season, maybe it's time to try something new. Joining us with advice about trying several different sports and the benefit that it can have for children is physical therapist Laura Perry. She's with Impact Physical Therapy. Nice to see you, Laura.
Thank you for having me.
So, you know, this runs counter to what many parents are doing these days. They're getting their kids to focus early on a single sport. What do you say to that?
Scholarship,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what we're finding is when children specifically focus on one sport, it doesn't lead to them becoming a well-rounded athlete. So in the long run, they don't end up performing as well and maybe getting that scholarship to that college they desire. We're also seeing higher rates of burnout, and also we're seeing more overuse injuries. About 60 million youth are involved in sports in America.
Yay.
1 out of
Right.
12 of them are developing injuries such as
good.
overuse problems, which is a big
What
big
types
issue.
of injuries as a therapist are you seeing most commonly?
It can run the gamut. I can see in swimmers, shoulder tendonitis issues, in runners, in baseball players. We can see knee, hip, ankle issues.
A lot of girls soccer players are having those knee issues, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I've heard about that too. So at what point do they specialize though? Because you know at some stage they're going to pick a sport.
Usually what we recommend is to hold off on specialization as long as possible, perhaps until your child's in high school, maybe 16 or 17 years of age.
So injury-wise, I mean, are you talking mostly high school kids, or are you having people come into your offices needing to be treated and they're only 7 or 8 years old?
In the last few years, we're seeing younger and younger athletes enter our clinic. We have children as young as 9 or 10 with these overuse
Already
injuries.
Wow.
If a parent asks you, Laura, how do I diversify? What sports should my child try that is good for overall physical well-being?
I would say ask your child what are they interested in? What do they want to do? Sometimes things are more seasonal, especially being in Oregon, you know, in the winter. Maybe it's more of an indoor sport like volleyball or basketball. And in the summer, maybe they're doing swimming or soccer. Just helping the child develop all those motor skills so that they become that well-rounded athlete. Because what we're seeing is in collegiate and professional athletes, they didn't typically specialize in one sport. They participated in several things as children.
You are seeing that.
Go ahead.
No,
I was going to just ask about preventative. What can you
Well, no, I love the fact that you're seeing, research shows a lot of the top athletes today did what's opposite of what seems to be the trend. They play different sports coming up, so that's big. Yeah.
Any advice on cutting down on injuries?
See your local physical therapist for even just a prevention type screening. Maybe that can help prevent the injury from happening in the first place.
Kind of strengthen certain muscles?
Exactly, and
Right.
sometimes it can be about flexibility and balance as well.
All right, Laura, thank you so much.